how's it going? I'm Island FC. This is my new Ironman account. I do know a little bit about the game. I'm not an expert by any means. I don't do all the grindy, um, click intensive types of training method. I do a lot of AFK training on my main account that I have. But one thing I realized is as I was playing my main account was that I was slowly getting into this point of playing that game to where it was basically like a chore to me. Every day I had to log on and do my daily battle staff runs or birdhouse runs or farm runs or just to get more money out of the game. But I wasn't necessarily learning how to actually play the game itself. I decided to take on this challenge with this Ironman account, hoping that I can try to get that motivation to play this game and actually have a lot more fun playing it now. Probably a month now. I've been meaning to try to make a YouTube video on starting it up, and I also wanted to record a journey of how far I can get on this account. So, like, welcome to the channel, Island FC. Welcome to, just coming along in this journey with me to max this account and kind of have fun along the way. So with that being said, away we go. I think the first quest that we're definitely going to get done today, we're going to go ahead and knock out the cook's assistance quest. We're going to go ahead and knock out that as fast as possible, and then we might venture on into getting level 15 mining. Let's go ahead and get started and just, try to progress through the game as simple and easy and cozy as possible. Come along, follow along. I'll post up the achievements of all the stuff that I have accomplished today, along with, whatever I might have. Well, I mean, let's face it, it's early. I'm not going to be unlocking anything too quickly. But yeah, let's go ahead and start the questing. All right, and that is the first quest done. Cook's assistant is done. That's one quest point, 300 cooking experience. And yeah, so now we're on to the next quest. Level 4 cooking. All right, so I think the next quest that we're going to go ahead and do is more than likely, I think we're going to go ahead and knock out sheep shearer. And then once we knock out sheep shearer, we might go ahead and train some agility, because I did notice when I was running that my run energy actually ran out, and I don't really like that too much. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start training some agility as soon as possible. That might be one of the first skills that we train up for the most part. And then maybe my goal in the next 2 months is try to get the graceful outfit, which shouldn't be too difficult to get. But yeah, anyways, that's cooking assistance or cook's assistant done. And on to sheep shearer, and then we'll train some agility for the rest of the day. All right, and that is the second quest that I was going to do done. Yeah, sheep shearer quest done. 150 crafting experience, 60 coins, 1 quest point. Whew. I mean, look at our progress, man. We're actually doing really good right now. Maybe. Anyways, one thing I did kind of remind myself of, because I was watching this guy kill a imp in the sheep pen, or whatever you want to call it, gated area, imp catcher. So imp catcher actually gives you quite a bit of early magic experience for early levels. So I'm going to make sure that whenever I see an imp, I'm going to try to go ahead and kill it. So hopefully we can go ahead and get, I think it's 4 beads. I want to say it's yellow, red, white, and black. So hopefully we can get those magic beads, and then we can go ahead and start that quest, trade it in, and then we can be done with that as well. So yeah, that's 2 quests done. We're going to go train some agility and try to get our agility up to a decent level. I'm not exactly sure what level we're going to try to get it up to. Oh, I got crafting experience done. But let's go ahead and check what the courses are. So we are definitely not able to do these right now, because we haven't unlocked those, or we haven't been over to those areas yet. But it is looking like, okay, so we're going to do the Drainer Village rooftop course until we can get to 20. And then we're going to do the Alcarid rooftop course. And then with the Alcarid rooftop course, we're going to go ahead and try to level up something in our combat, maybe range, to get this quest done. So that way we don't have to pay for the toll to get past that gate. that's probably what we should go ahead and do. Oh, this is a new feature. I didn't even know that this was a thing. Actually tells you where you're supposed to go. Huh. Interesting. All right, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to go ahead and do that. We're gonna train some agility, probably get some early wood cutting levels, and we might not be doing that today because I think after we're done training agility, we're gonna try to get agility up to 20 or 30 today, hopefully. And once we get that agility level up to that, we might actually start. I might actually start mining copper and tin ore to get some bronze. Uh, yeah, to get some bronze bars, and then we'll make some arrows. That'd be cool. And then we'll also train some wood cutting as well. And we'll start fletching to make some arrows. We'll probably come back and train combat on these chickens to unlock feathers and get our combat up. That sounds like a really good plan, actually. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into. See you once we get agility levels up. All right, and now that is 20 agility. So yeah, 20 agility now. Hopefully our running is a little bit better, or our energy consumption is a little bit better on that. We did manage to get 7 marks of grace, which is actually going to come in handy later when we go for the graceful outfit. And yeah, that's actually really good. I'm not exactly sure what the actual total is for the total amount of marks of grace that we need for full graceful. We'll be definitely aiming for that later on. I think the next thing that I'm gonna do for sure, I thought about doing some of these quests on here, but there's not really one that catches my eye as far as I want to do it. I do want to get my range up eventually, and one of the things though to get my range up that I want to get done is also animal magnetism, so that way we can get the what is it called, the Ava's accumulator. And yeah, so that's 20 agility. I'm going to go ahead and bank my marks of grace, my 380 coins, and my shears. And once I bank that, I'm going to go ahead and start working on some wood cutting and fletching to try to get some levels up. But yeah, that's pretty much what we did today. Agility level is now 20. That's great. And then we're going to go work on trying to make some arrows and trying to make get a bow made so that way we can actually get some ammo and stuff and get our range levels up. I also have thought about getting or unlocking the Guardians of the Rift as soon as possible, so I might actually look into that in a second here and see exactly what quest I need to get done for that, so that way we can start that mini game as well. Okay. So the only requirement I need is level 10 runecrafting, and I think after that it's like level 27 runecrafting. I want to say to be able to play the mini game, but I think going ahead and starting that grind to get some runecrafting levels up and getting enough spells to start my magic grind for combat and stuff is probably going to help me the most. And on top of that, with the rewards that you're going to get from Temple of the Eye, maybe I'll be able to make a little more cash than what I have now to be able to pay for some of the other stuff that I'm going to need. But yeah, that's what I'm going to start doing. That's what I'm going to go ahead and knock out. I'm going to go ahead and try to knock out, like I said, rune mysteries, and then try to look at what I need to do for Temple of the Eye. And yeah, hopefully everything goes good, and let's see what we can get done. All right. So I was actually on my way to get Rune Mysteries done, which I am almost done with it. I got a couple things I got to do more. Probably run back to the Wizard's Tower and then come back over to Vorok, I'm pretty sure. But I thought about it and I was like, man, I know a pretty easy way to make 10K real quick. I'm going to go do the Stronghold and get that 10K, get some decent boots as well. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and knock this out real quick, and yeah, and then I'll get a 10K, and then that will be enough to get me a pretty decent pickaxe and a woodcutting axe too, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and knock this out real quick. Okay, so I have entered the abyss done. Now I'm just going to go ahead and start mining some rune essence, and then I'll get that I'll try to get 27 rune crafting. Actually, I'll actually just try to get this one rune crafting level. And then once I get that rune crafting level, I'll go ahead and do that quest. All right. We'll see you then. Okay, so I have gotten level 10 rune crafting. Now we're going to go ahead and do of Temple of the Eye to unlock this mini game. And yeah, so that is Temple of the Eye done. So now I can actually start the mini game if I want to. I'm pretty sure that's going to, yep, it kicked me up to 27 rune crafting. That is exactly the level that I actually need to do the actual mini game. So yeah, so went ahead and got that done. The next thing I think I'm going to do is definitely get some of these games in so that way we can unlock some runes, maybe make some mine runes, air runes, probably the other elemental runes so that way we can start training magic. So I'll see you when we get done. Okay, so we can craft like law runes and nature runes as well so that way we can start getting some really good rewards and getting our cash stack up and everything like that. That's pretty much it. I'm going to probably play a couple games just to try to get a little used to how the games are played. I haven't really done a lot of Temple or Guardians of the Rift. It's going to be kind of fun to learn, how to play the game a little more. That's pretty much all I'm going to be doing. So, yeah. Okay, so I think this is where I'm going to end the video. Basically, pretty much everything that I've done so far is I've done Cook's Assistant, Rune Mystery, Sheep Shearer. I did Enter the Abyss, went ahead and did Temple of the Eye, and I was able to get 20 agility, 15 mining, 3 smithing, 5 crafting, 35 rune crafting. That's a pretty good one too. I think on the next video, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the Varrock Easy Diary to go ahead and unlock the armor number 1. So that way I can get that 10% chance of mining double the essence in the mini game. And I'm also gonna start training. I did happen to get a good amount of mine runes. So I did get 260 mine runes. I'm gonna go ahead and start training my magic level with these. And once I do that, I'll try to knock out Vampire Slayer. So that way I can get my attack level up to where I can actually hold some of these pickaxes so I can empty out another space. But that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Please just hang in there. I know it's kind of a slow progress and you got to start from somewhere. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Thank you.